Hey, so I am going to make this video to show you guys all different things, how to clean up your Facebook, how to see more of your friends' posts so that you can connect with them, how to make lists, how to add people to those lists, etc., etc. I'm making this video because I've learned all of this from several different videos, and I figured it would be easier to just show you all in one video. Um, so we're gonna go through, and I've been needing to clean up my Facebook again. This is something you'll have to do, kind of like a maintenance thing. And I decided I'd kind of hold off a little while longer than I usually do, so that I could show you guys how to do it. It's really simple, but I didn't know how to do this before. I watched some videos, just some training on how. So let me see if I can find. When I first did this, I'll kind of tell you what I'm looking for. I'm looking for more like the ad style stuff or sponsored posts, which I'm not seeing any right now. You're going to be looking for like BuzzFeed videos. I don't really see as many of those anymore because I cleaned them up. So since I'm not seeing one of those right now, that's going to be the first thing you're going to look for. BuzzFeed, Tasty, any videos that are they're just time wasters. I could go ahead and get rid of this one. A friend shared this, but it's not something I need to see. So you click on this little down arrow here, and I don't want to unfollow. I just want to hide that particular type of post. I can say see less from this place, not from my friend. So I'm going to hide all from this video page. Now the reason why I would hide that, even though my friend posted it, is because it's a distraction for me to see it. It's not something personal that she's shared. I can always go to her page and see different things and comment, but most of this stuff, especially, I find it distracts me. So even though this, like, that actually is probably really interesting. I love stuff with food, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that because it's distracting and usually is not something I would comment on. I try to connect with people's more personal posts if they do post those. Let's see. So that's a couple examples. Some of those in your guys' Facebooks, if you've never cleaned up stuff like that before, you will even have stuff that your friends didn't even post. They'll be just sponsored ads, basically. So you definitely want to get rid of those for sure. Okay, so that's a couple things you want to get rid of. The next thing you're going to want to do, so we're going to just go back up to the top here, and I'm going to show you guys how to make lists. So you can start kind of putting people into lists and organizing your friends that way. And I'll tell you how that's helpful. Now these aren't groups. This is a list. When someone is added to a group, they get a notification that they've been added to a group. When someone's added to a list, they have no idea. You're just organizing your friends so that you can connect with them better. Okay, so here in your home page, you're going to scroll down and in this sidebar here, and we're going to click on friends and this little thing that says more. And I've got a kind of a mess of lists that I need to clean up, but we're just going to go ahead and create some new ones so you guys can see how to do it. So up here, simple, create list, name the list. So I want my team and create it. Oh, I already have one called my team. So let's see, mentors. Okay, so we have a new list called mentors. And I would add Samantha to this list. So like your upline or people that your enroller, Rachel Williamson would go in this list. Anybody that I would consider a mentor. So that's how you do that. You type their name in here and they're going to be added to this list. Now, what's going to happen is, I did add friends to list. Oh, I guess you can click on here and also add people that way. Let's see if I can get this to refresh. Okay, so there you go. So now Samantha and Rachel's posts will show up in this list, and nobody else, just Samantha and Rachel, and anyone else that I would want to add. So now what I can do is, as much as I love seeing Samantha's posts all the time, she is not somebody she's not a potential that I'm connecting with. So what you can do is click on their profile page, and instead of following her, I'm going to go ahead and unfollow her. But now I have, so I'm going to go to home, go to friends lists, and I'm going to click on mentors, and I can see all of Samantha's posts and learn from them and get inspired by them. She's always posting some amazing things, and I'm constantly learning from her. So I want to still be able to see them, but this would keep her posts from being in my main news feed, which is where typically when you're just checking your phone and scrolling through your news feed is a lot of times where you're seeing people's posts and you want to comment and like and all that and connect with people. So I would do the same thing with, here I have this list, my team. So I'm going to click on there and add my friend Shannon. And let's see here. And a couple other people that are new to my team that I just haven't organized yet. So I would do that, and then same thing. I would go to their profile, and let's say my friend here, and I could unfollow, but then go back to that list, and I can still see her posts, and I can comment and like and just show support on their posts without seeing them in my main news feed. Now the other thing you can do is go back and follow people if you're working really closely with somebody on your team, especially when it comes to their social media. You can go back and follow them and kind of see what they're posting if you're just working really closely with them. You can go back and forth either way. So another list I would make would be loyal customers. And another one that I do as well is I have a list for It Works distributors, and this will be anybody who's sideline. So like, you know, if anybody like sideline friends and stuff like that, just know that if you are a friend of mine on Facebook, if I'm not interacting with a lot of your posts or showing a lot of support. It's not anything personal. It's just how I run my Facebook just to optimize it. I still go to that list and I try and check in with everybody. But when I'm doing my Facebook for business, I'm really concentrating on people that are potentials, people I'm building a relationship with, or people I'm training. So just so you all know, that's what I choose to do. So the other thing you want to be doing with working your business on Facebook is adding new friends. There's a couple of things to this. Let's see. So we're going to click on here. We're going to do find friends. And you can, it looks a little different on phones obviously, but you can do this on phones. You can't create a list on your phone, but you can manage your lists and add people to lists on the phone. So the only thing you need a computer for is to initially create the list. Everything else you can do on the mobile phone version of Facebook. So here you have suggestions of people for friends, and these are all based on like how many mutual friends you have with somebody. So here's the thing with adding friends on Facebook. One, you want to, let's see, you want to look for people you do have mutual friends with, somebody you have connection with, relationship with in some way. But with expanding your audience, typically what I look for is somebody that I have maybe just a handful of mutual friends with, because that's going to open up into other circles of friends. So I have my circle of friends, and then I kind of want to start reaching out beyond my immediate circle of friends. The other thing you want to look for is to the best that you can, try not to friend people who have mutual friends. Like you notice, like there's a sideline distributor, someone you know is a distributor. It happens. Like you can accidentally, somebody who you don't notice that they have somebody that they're friends with already. That's fine, but to the best of your ability, like it's just a courtesy. I don't friend people that I have a mutual friend of Brenna or Samantha or my sister or anybody else I know is a distributor. So that's just a courtesy and having some integrity with your business. So yeah, so that's kind of adding new friends. Oh, the activity log. Let's see if I can. I know where it is on my phone now, but it's been a while since I used it on here. Oh, let's see. Aha. Okay. So over here, when you're on the computer, it's this little down arrow right here, activity log. When you're on your phone, it is oh goodness, I don't know how to describe it, but you can access it on your phone as well. If I could think of how to describe how to do it, then I would tell you. Okay, so on the computer, you go to your activity log right there. And what this brings you to is all of my recent activity. But what I want to see, okay, so I'm going to click on more right here. And, oh, where'd it go? Let's try this. Again, this is something I do typically on my phone rather than on here. Nope, that's not it. Okay, I'm going to go back, see if I can spot what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Review, tab review. Hmm. I'm looking for where I can see not posts but friends. Well, I can't seem to find it on here. It's right there when you use your phone. Okay, so search. Yeah, somewhere in here it should say friends, and I'm just not seeing it. So, but that's something you can do is see what friends you've added, most recent, and go through and actually go to their profile and make sure you're liking and commenting on their just most recent stuff. So again, I'm typically doing this kind of managing stuff on the computer, and then I do most of my actual connecting on Facebook with my phone. So in the activity log on your phone, you should see an option to select. It'll say friends, and you can go through and see who's accepted your requests most recently, and then connect with them on their pages. So that was one thing. And then just a note on connecting, like connection, how Facebook works is it is based on connection. So however many friends you have on Facebook, you're not seeing all of their posts, and not all of your friends are seeing your posts. So what you want to do when you start working this business from social media is you want to actually start connecting with people, just as many people as you can, and be genuine about it. Like genuinely go out and connect with them. And what this does is it'll bring more of their posts up for you in your newsfeed, and it's going to bring more of your posts up in their newsfeed. Now, different ways to connect on Facebook. You can like something. Now we have the reactions, so the little heart, the laugh, wow, sad, and angry. Now, the thing that is better about reactions than likes is when somebody gets a notification for a like, it's usually in a big group with a bunch of other people. They're not really going to notice your name coming up. You're going to be lumped in with a bunch of other people. If you do a reaction instead, an appropriate reaction, usually you're in a smaller group of people, and they're going to actually see that notification. Now, what's even better than a reaction is a comment. Really, how often do you go and look at who all liked your post? Most people, I know myself included, I don't necessarily go and see who all liked everything, but I will go see who commented. And I will read their comments, often reply to them, or at least like their comment. So comments, even better than likes and reactions. And then the other way to connect is through messages. Now we usually talk about messages in just a way of like, hey, do you want to try this product, or do you want to be are you looking for a side income? Ways to directly message somebody about the business in some regard. But the other thing you can use messages for is to just connect with people. So ask them how their week has been. Start up a conversation. Ask them a question about a recipe they posted. Whatever is actually genuine. Practice connecting with people. I know for me, I'm used to having just a couple of good friends. So when I started this business, trying to think of what to say to people was kind of really hard, even on Facebook. So I had to practice actually getting my brain to think more about connecting with people and being genuinely interested in what they were doing and not just scrolling through Facebook. So, yeah, work on connection. Like stuff, do the reactions, it's even better. Comments even better than that, and messages even better. And I'm not saying don't message people about the product and the business and everything else. Do that too, but you can use messages just to connect with people on a relational level as well. And what that does is it brings up more of your posts into their newsfeed, so they're actually seeing what you're doing and what you're talking about and what you're excited about. They're actually going to see more of that stuff, because really the percentage is very, very low of people who actually see your posts. So if you're not getting a ton of interactions on your posts, there could be a few reasons, but one of them could be that really not many of your friends are seeing them because you don't actually interact with their posts a whole lot, enough for Facebook to start showing your stuff to people more. So anyway, that's just kind of a quick rambling recap on how Facebook works and what's the kind of the range of what you can do to connect with people. So again, you can, oh, I don't want to see a two-faced cat. I'm going to go ahead and like hide this video. So that's what you do. You click on the little down arrow, hide. I don't want to hide stuff from my friend. I want to hide stuff from that page that he shared from. I'm not necessarily hiding all videos, but I'm hiding things either I personally find distracting or not really giving me any insight into the person. Yeah, it just opens up more space for your newsfeed to show you more of your friends. So, I'm trying to think if there's other things like actually showing buttons. Oh, here's the other thing you can use lists for. I can make a post here, and then I can click on this and public for just friends, or I can actually just choose to post to a certain list. So say I have a list of people that are already my loyal customers. If we have a deal going on that is like loyal customers can really benefit from, like recently we had the double perk points, you can post to your list of loyal customers about double perk points. Not that, I mean, you want to share that with everybody, but if you're wanting to target specifically a group of people, you really want them to see that, you can post to that list. I could post something just to my team, then no one else on Facebook will see it, just my team. So it can be really useful that way. I think that is basically it. So we covered hiding ads, things like that, making lists, organizing people. So people, like whether they're your upline or your downline, loyal customers, you can put them all into lists, and then they're not in your main news feed, which I save for my potentials, but they are in a list. So I can go over, click on the list, interact with all of them, but they're not, my newsfeed isn't full of It Works distributors and full of people who are already my loyal customers, that I've built relationship with and I'm still in relationship with, but I'm not seeing just all of their stuff. So if you have a newsfeed full of It Works stuff, because all of your new friends are your or your team or your upline, If you have that, that's what you need to do. You need to make lists. You need to organize people into lists and unfollow them. It's not to say you don't find them interesting or you don't want to connect with them too. You're just going to be more intentional about how you're going to be connecting with the different people that are already in the business with you, and people that you are working with, building relationships with, um, and whether they're potential customers or potential distributors on your Facebook. So it's just making the most of your Facebook, making it as effective as possible, so that, because the whole goal is to connect with people, connect with as many people as you can. So the goal is to make that as easy as possible to connect with people. So yeah, I think that's basically it. I'm really hoping this is somewhat clear. And again, I can answer any questions, but I'm hoping that this shows you guys somewhat of how to do these things and why we do them. So anyway, love you guys.